Today I am gonna try to build a wedging table. So I bought some wood and I have a drill and I have a saw outside. So mostly it's just gonna be a crapshoot because I've never really built anything. I don't really like using saws that much. But you know what? I can do it, so I'm gonna do it. I've just bought all these 2x4s and 4x4s. 4x4s are going to be the feet, while the 2x4s are going to be the surrounding area. I'm just going to cut them down to size. The legs are going to be about 31 inches in height because there'll be an added inch, so about 32 inches will be the total height of the table. And then it's going to be around 26 inches by 20, so it's going to be a small individual kind of thing. It's my first time. I didn't want to go too big, and we'll see how it turns out. So next I will be cutting all of my pieces. There is the saw there, and we're gonna cut it all down to size. Hopefully they will all be even, most likely a little bit off, but that's fine. So for the next step of my table, I am just gonna screw it all together. I am not gonna pre-drill holes, we'll see. I did buy these kind of screws that are 3 inches long, and it has those little more star-like things. They're supposed to be for wood, right? So they should go through easy, as far as I've heard. So we make sure that we have the right bit. And then we're gonna screw it together. Yeah, so let's see what happens. So we're on our next step. I basically yesterday did the whole grid in the wire mesh on my table, and so now we're thinking about doing the plaster. So we see here behind me I have my plaster getting ready. It's about 50 pounds of hydrocal, which is a certain type of ceramic plaster that is a little harder than typical ceramic plaster. It was recommended to me from the gentleman at the ceramic store over the other plaster because it's a little bit firmer. Then also over here we have the table that we've built, and you can see inside there's the wire mesh, and I have it sitting on top of a mirror. So this mirror is going to be able to create a nice flat surface, but just in case, the plaster shouldn't stick really to the glass, but just in case, I did cover it with Murphy's oil. So you can see back here I have a little bit of Murphy's oil, and I did kind of give it a little coat of Murphy's oil. I am a little concerned it might dry and then it won't really be as effective as I would like. I'm also gonna now take some clay and go around the edge of everything here. So we're gonna go all the way around the edge and put a layer of clay so that just in case the weight is not enough of the table, that we make sure that none of the plaster leaks out all over the floor when I start to pour the plaster. Okay, so now it's time for reflections on what just happened. I know you can't tell in the time lapse, but there was a lot of issues. The first batch didn't quite cover the wire. It hit about to the wire level, which would typically be fine because then we mixed the next batch pretty fast. The problem is that I think I stirred it too much. I only stirred for 6 minutes. And it started, and it was like thick, but I was like, all right, so that's what it should be. But then when we poured it, it was so thick that it didn't actually pour into the crevices. So I had to like really push and push, but because it met where the mesh is, I can't really push it in. So I had to keep pushing and pushing and mushing around. So I don't know what the surface is gonna look like. I'm a little bit concerned. And the first batch hardened so fast that I'm concerned that then the second batch didn't quite seal up properly, but we'll find out. All right, I will make another video when I flip the table, and we will see how it turned out. Hi. So now we're here to see the results. It's been about 2 days, and the plaster has been curing. So now this is Stella over here.
Hi, hola.
And she's gonna help me flip the table so we can see the results. It's probably on the heavier side, and we really are gonna aim not to break the mirror. So we are gonna show you what happened because I did pour it when it was a little bit stiff, so I knew it wasn't getting into all the corners, but it's generally pretty flat. But we do have big holes over here and a big old hole there. I mean, it's kind of beautiful. It's like cloud, like I basically filled it in with a cloud. So we will let that sit and dry, and we will end up leaving that for over 3 weeks to cure before we use it. And I guess that's the table. I'm gonna just touch everything up, but that's it. Thank you for watching.
Bye.